Alright guys, this video is going to be on Tradingview basics. So when you come to Tradingview, you would see a screen like this. Now when you come to the left hand side, the first tool is your cross, or how you want your selector to look, but we just keep it on cross. The second one is where you draw the trend line. So if you click and hold, you have trend line right here. And the draw tool is where you have the brush tool to manually draw, and then I also use the path tool. So I will just show you a quick sample of how the tools work. And then on the right hand side, the third option is object tree. So whatever you draw, you can turn them on and off so you're not always seeing them. So let's go with the trend line, which is on the left. So I click on trend line. If you click anywhere and then you click the next line, that's your trend line. After you draw your first trend line, if you want to draw a second trend line, you have to go back, click on trend line, and now you click on the first dot and click on the second dot. This is trend line. Now once you have your trend line, if you select the top trend line, it'll select and it'll show you on the right side on object tree. Now if you click off, it will deselect it. So when you select the trend line, on the top you'll get a pop-up menu. If you click on this pen tool, you can change the color, let's say green. If you click on this, you can have it different sizes if you want. The dashed line right here, you can actually turn the trend line solid. You can make dash line, which I prefer. You can also go into settings and you can play within the trend line. For example, if you want the trend line to appear in all time frames, then you want to have minutes and seconds checked on. If you only want it to appear on the hours, then you can turn the rest of them off. It's up to you. If you go to style, if you want a trend line to extend all the way to the left or all the way to the right, then you can also do it right here. Text style, if you want to put some text on the trend line, you can actually select text, type here, and then you can click and say if you want it in the middle, bottom. But I don't always put text, once in a while. This is just showing you where your trend line is. If you go to coordinates and visibility, as I explained earlier, the time frames. So this video is going to wrap up just a few basic things we need to do to be able to draw a trend line. So the video after this, I'm actually going to show you guys how I'm going to draw the trend lines, and we may use few cryptos as examples.